lots of times they are not aware of what induced the panic attack. The brain is extremely accurate and resourceful, and I describe panic attacks to folk as saying, say I've got 20,000 piece jigsaw in this room and I put one piece of the jigsaw down. The whole scene is recreated as far as the brain's concerned. One of the most interesting ones was, I'd been treating a woman and I'd seen her 5 times and she'd been doing really well. And I'd seen her that morning, feeling great, had left with a smile on her face, was going to get the bus home. And all of a sudden she's on the bus, feeling good, bang. And she immediately started tapping. Now she didn't know what happened, but she started tapping. And when she'd calmed down, started to analyse what happened. And there was only one other person on the bus, and it was a man. And he didn't smell, so it wasn't his smell. And he didn't look like anybody she knew, but he'd moved his head. And that movement at that speed must have been part of a memory. Bang, and she's back. Now, I didn't put that idea in her head. She knew that's what the man had done. That's all he did, was he turned his head. He was ahead of her, he wasn't looking at her, wasn't interested in her. He just moved his head, and she was back in the memory. So that's how resourceful and accurate the brain can be about memories. Common ones are smells, right? Male sweat, people can go, back in the memory, or whiskey, or curtains getting shut, lights getting clicked off or on, and things like that can be enough to stimulate flashbacks. Because all these components of that memory are there all together, and they're back in the memory very quickly. So if you're out the street and you're standing in a queue in a shop and a man in front of you smells like a man smelled in an experience, in a bad experience, then you can quite easily be back there. And we all know, if I smell wood smoke, I know where I get transported to. And smells are very evocative because it's a primitive part of the brain. So flashbacks are common.